So we collected this amazing selection of model ships from one house near Hastings, and so it was a tiny cottage, and there was one of these in every room in the house, or several in every room, and they're so fragile and so detailed. But if you just have a quick scan around here, you'll see how much work has gone into making all these amazing ships. So we're offering all these, or most of them, individually. You'll see that there's just so much work gone into these, including some of these cutaway models of ships. So there's the Victory and the Constitution. Quite good, aren't they? With lots of detail inside. Lovely sort of short sailing boat there. It's a nice shaped hull to that one. And if we come around the corner here, it's the Trinidad that was over there, isn't it? These were the I've been reliably informed that these are models of the ships that pursued the Bounty after the mutiny on the Bounty. So there are two of those of the same ship. So that's quite some collection. So that's on the morning of the first day of the sale next week. We'll keep moving. That's enough about those. It's absolutely full in here again. There's about 1,000 lots on day one of collectibles, ceramics, pictures. This is worth a look. It's a beautiful original oil on canvas by Arthur Townsend. It's 1899. It's in a modern frame, but the canvas is really nice. It's loose in the frame, unfortunately, but there's lots of information on the back of this one. So you can see the canvas is completely original. The horse was called Gambler by Monaco bought by J. Brendan, 1890 at 3 years old. Lots of races there. A lovely painting. So the estimate I think is 300 to 500, but Arthur Townsend I think could be looking at quite a bit more than that. Some other interesting things on the front table here, like these. These are original painted aluminium bar advertising figures for black and white whiskey. And there's another one. They're selling that all as one lot there. Let's have a look. Let's go around this way. Keep moving. And the tables are absolutely full. Interesting things everywhere you look. A huge piece of free-form glass there. And in the cabinet here, there's lots of interesting things to have a look through here. So this is a collection of Monart glass, which is Scottish studio glass, and they just look beautiful under the lights. All handmade, hand-blown, coloured glass. These are all being sold as separate lots, but very fashionable pieces there. Some good pieces of Dalton, and lots of silver and jewellery in here as well. And what have we got in here? Always things to look at in here. Some dinky toy cars and coins and medals as usual. Had some amazing results with medals recently. We're just going to have a general look across everything in the tour today. We've got quite a collection of these car grills, vintage car grills. So these three are from Wolseley Cars. There's one from O'Reilly, and then in a minute there's another one, but I can't remember what it's from. But around here's some interesting things. So this is a military sword, which is Edward VII. So it's just before the First World War, this one, and you can see it's got an etched blade there as well, with the Edward VII cipher etched into the blade. a bit of pitting, but or surface tarnishing, but not too bad. That's lovely. Now, from the same house that we collected the model ships, we have these houses here. So here's the first. So this is an amazing doll's house, and inside it, just look to see what's inside. It's absolutely crammed with things that have all fallen over. Just lots and lots of tiny little dolls items in there, and then next to it, we have a doll's house there. Here's the village shop, and inside the shop, again, it's crammed with dolls, tiny little dolls items there. It's interesting, isn't it? Oh, and even in the window, look at that. Look at these tiny little pieces here of glass and ceramics. And further down the table here, this is nice. This is an original piece of Art Nouveau. It's electroplate on spelter, but it's by WMF, which is Württemberg Metalware Fabrik, and it's very stylish. Art Nouveau. It's slightly tarnished, but it's can't see any damage to it, but extremely stylish. You can imagine that with some beautiful flowers. Spectacular thing. That should be probably £200 to £300. I'd have thought that one. More car grills. Armstrong Sidley, and that one I don't know what that's from. This is nice. A tollware candle stand. So tollware is painted metal, and you can see this has a screw on the back, so you can slide it up and down to go with the candles as they burn down. Very nice. Nice brass bound mahogany box there, so probably a military campaign box. And so many other things. Interesting sets of storage jars here as well. There's about 15 of those in this sale. So that's the best way to look at this collection really, is to browse through online, and you can have a look at everything's photographed, all looks beautiful online. So we're going to have a look downstairs now, so we'll just pause and we'll have a quick look at the furniture, and then we're going to have a look at some garden items in the basement. There's some amazing garden things this time. So this floor again is full of furniture, as it always is, and it starts with this just inside the doorway, this very imposing lectern from a church. I bet there are some amazing sermons preached from this one. Look at that amazing eagle, beautifully carved eagle on top of that. It's quite something, isn't it? Be good for standing your cookbooks in the kitchen. And behind it, again from a church, is a nice small-sized pine pew, which will make a nice hall seat. They're always popular things. And up on here is a very nice Edwardian desk chair. And we have lots of retro furniture this time, mid-century furniture. So we'll just have a quick look down here and have a look at some of these things. Some very stylish red leather upholstered lounge chairs that are very comfortable. And Urkel trolley and Urkel table and chairs that are all immaculate condition as well. So there is a lot of mid-century. We'll just keep exploring sort of down the back row along here. What else? That cocktail trolley there. I can remember probably 20 years ago we would have thrown that away. Now it's probably going to be one of the star items in the sale. So many pieces of furniture this time. It's about 600 lots. It's absolutely full. I'm struggling to find things to point out because there's just so much of it. Actually, the things that are catching my eye are the rugs along here, which I think There's some really nice antique handmade rugs under here. That's a nice one. Which I think is a Caucasian handmade rug. And this one looks good as well. There are so many rugs this time, it's really interesting. And a most unusual continental pine sort of dough bin, I suppose, that one, but with walnuts and pine cones attached to it. Never seen another one of those. And around here, after last month's amazing motorbike that we sold, there's another one that's just turned up. So I'm not sure what this one is, but should have asked, shouldn't I? It's similar sort of condition to the one that we sold last month, which did very well. I think that made about £800. I don't think that's quite going to be in the same league, but we'll see. So I think what we'll do is we'll have a look at the garden things downstairs, because there's some beautiful garden statuary down there that needs to have a look. Thank you very much. So there's quite a lot of garden ornaments this time, mostly from a beautiful house near Hastings that we cleared, not the place with the boats. This place was amazing. A pair of these, which are concrete, but they're nicely weathered, with their pedestals as well, and slightly chipped features, I think. And down here, these, which are original staddle stones, which are nice carved. These are not concrete, these are carved stone. They're always popular garden ornaments. So 3 of those in one lot. They were along the same driveway, and lots of other beautifully weathered stoneware. Pair of these urns on their pedestals. They're nice, aren't they? And large oil jars. Lots and lots of lovely things here, and this as well came from the same house. This was in a sort of an alcove in the garden. Seemed a shame to take it out, really, but magnificent thing. But again, it's nicely weathered. We'll just have a quick look around the back here, because there's some nice things. That which is Victorian iron-framed top chair there, and a nice colour leather sofa as well. And this is a nice shaped chair. So that probably is early 19th century, that one, but a perfect one for some reupholstery. So the actual framework is in really good condition. It just needs recovering, which wouldn't cost you much money, but then you've got basically a fashionable Georgian armchair, which is really nice. Next to it here, this is lovely. This is another bit of retro. It's an arcade game, skee ball. Some sort of ball game here, but with its original cage on the top. That's great, isn't it? I like that. And it just goes on and on down to the end of the building. But there's lots more things down here. Let's just have a quick look. What else have we got to do? Usual retro table. That's right. It's cool, isn't it? With a basket on the back for the wife, and some vintage bikes as well, and an anniversary present, a tandem. This is nice, actually. I've just seen this in the corner. This was, again, was from that same beautiful house that we cleared, which is a 19th century 3-tier plant stand. It doesn't look a great deal as it is, but that's quite a rare piece of Victorian wire work there. Most of these that you see are reproductions, but that's an original. And more garden furniture along here. And there's absolutely loads of it. This is a nice original plant stand as well. A staging for a greenhouse, which folds, I think. It folds flat. And a nice garden seat next to it as well. Some really beautiful furniture, actually, tucked away down here. And a nice table and chairs here. upside down. It's sort of a fairground panel. So it has these lights all running along the bottom of it. Bit of a state, that one. I thought it was a headboard with lights along the top of it. Even I haven't got one of those. There's loads of stuff, loads of good antique furniture down here as well. And a radiogram. They're always popular things. What's that then? It's an HMV. And that's nice. Look at that garden table with chairs that fit underneath it. Lockers. Gosh, I wasn't going to look down here, but there's some really good stuff in here. There's loads of it. And a Georgian linen press. Probably not the easiest sellers these days, linen presses. But yeah, so that'll probably do actually. So the sale is next Wednesday and Thursday, all day. It'll go on for 2 whole days. The viewing is Saturday from 9 till 1, Monday from 9 till 5, Tuesday 9 till 7 in the evening. But it's all online now, so I'd recommend having a browse through. You can revisit all these things and see them in more detail. And the wholesale is live bidding on the internet and live in the auction room as well. So if you want to come along to the sale, you're very welcome. And you can sit here in the sale room and watch us work our socks off. Thank you very much indeed.